This case is mystifying, and it has been for 5 decades. A woman found in rural Howard County with no ID and unable to talk.
We don't know who brought her there. We don't know if she went there on her own.
For nearly 2 months at a hospital, the woman could not communicate. She died at the hospital, and half a century later, investigators still don't know who she was.
I think the important part of it is someone has a family member out there that passed away on September 7th of 1971, and they don't know what happened to her.
Tech Corporal Wade Zufall wants to know. He's looked into this Jane Doe case for 5 years, even though the search for answers dates back much longer. The summer of 1971. 2 young men were riding motorcycles when they found the woman lying on her stomach. She was in a field off Route 99 just east of Woodstock Rd. The area in this rural part of Howard County has since become housing, but Zufall says at the time it was known as a lover's lane.
It was ruled a homicide by the medical examiner in 1971 because of abdominal trauma that she had received that eventually ended up causing a stroke, which then in turn caused her death.
Step 1 is to find out who Jane Doe was. With the case's age and limited DNA evidence, it's not an easy task. So police turned to law enforcement partners with the National Missing and Unidentified Persons System, or NAMUS, for an AI-generated image of what this Jane Doe might have looked like at the time.
The idea is someone's going to see this photo, someone's going to see this interview, someone will say, I remember I had an aunt, I remember I had a cousin, I remember I never knew what happened to my mother.
We might not know Jane Doe's name, but we do know she had several unique qualities. She had no upper teeth, and only about 7 to 8 bottom teeth, and was between 42 and 50 years old. She was about 5'1" and 100 pounds, and had light brown graying hair. At the time, the medical examiner said she had what was phrased as a prior brain disease, and had given birth at least once.
That person today could be between 50 and 70 years old. And maybe that'll jog a memory of, whatever happened to my mother, whatever happened to my aunt, whatever happened to my sister.
As recently as November, Howard County Police tried to run Jane Doe's fingerprints in all 50 states, which turned up negative results. The victim's name, let alone a suspect's name, won't be an easy get. But despite the case's obstacles, Zufall is not throwing in the towel.
The feeling to be able to call a family member to let them know, listen, we solved your case, we found your loved one, we've identified your loved one, it's an amazing feeling.
Howard County Police are still looking into this Jane Doe case. The reward for information in any of their cold cases is up to $30,000. You can contact them at 410-313-STOP. For Maryland Cold Cases, I'm Jack Watson. Thank you for watching this edition of Maryland Cold Cases. You can check out more cold cases by clicking on this box over here, and be sure to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any new videos when we upload them to YouTube.